What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Slum World TV, man. I'm back with another video, man. This time, I told y'all in my last video, man, that BLM been stealing money from the community and from the fundraiser people that been, helping them with the fundraiser. And this is the proof I got for y'all. I came back with another video because I wanted y'all. I couldn't really just speak on that and not do a video on it because that would have been wrong. On so many levels, but I'm here to show y'all what the fuck going on with Black Lives Matter and how they really, maneuvering. This gonna be this video gonna be a minute because I gotta give y'all all the facts because a lot of people that's, from where I'm from and look like me and my community, they gonna sit there and doubt because they don't know no better. But it's my job to bring forth the information to y'all so y'all can see for yourself and make your own judgment. And if you choose to be willfully ignorant to the facts, then okay, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at least I presented the facts for you so y'all could, really understand what's going on. And I really, I ain't gonna waste no time, man. I'm gonna just do my talking through the video because if y'all looking for this video without me commentating, y'all could just leave now. Because at the end of the day, if you're not here to listen to my opinion and my thoughts on the shit, then get the fuck on, man. The fuck on, bro. We don't need you over here. You feel me? Respectfully. But without further ado, man, let's get into this video, man.
Actor Uncensored, Black Lives Matter is stirring the pot again. A big-ass California mansion bought with fundraiser dollars is not sitting well with many in this country. New York Mag.
That's a fact. It ain't. But shout out to motherfucking Isaiah. Y'all go subscribe to his channel and his Uncensored Facts. Like go follow his shit. I fuck with him. Black man in the media game. You know what I'm saying? Bringing shit. And clearly you could tell this is media shit. He's saying what the fuck he want to say. He ain't got, you know what I'm saying? Go subscribe and follow that man. Support.
Magazine and the New York Post dropped the organization in the hot grease. They found records showing the nearly $6 million transaction on the house was designed to be kept as a financial secret when it went through last year. The co-founder of Black Lives Matter reordered.
Which means nobody was supposed to motherfucking know. But how do you cover up $6 million? How do you do that?
Recorded a video last summer commemorating 1 year since the death of Houstonian George Floyd. As shocking as this may sound.
So, pretty much, Black Lives Matter just made hella money off of the backs of dead black people that got killed unjustly in America. Let's focus on that for a minute. Black Lives Matter made millions and millions of dollars off the backs of black men that got killed in the United States of America unjustly. Let that sink in. Now let's proceed.
My guests aren't totally blown away by it. Take a look.
I wasn't surprised because there were allegations before about several leaders buying high-priced mansions in the LA area, I believe, in the Atlanta area. So this is something that.
So to speak on what he's talking about, high-priced mansions, it was the one that they're speaking on right now is the $5.8 million mansion. They bought another mansion for, it's like they bought them all over the place. They bought them in Cali, Atlanta, and two other places. If I'm not mistaken, two in Atlanta, one in Cali, and one somewhere else. But one house cost $5.8 million. One house cost $500,000. One house cost 1 point some odd million, and the other house, the fourth house, cost 100 some thousand. They bought 4 houses, bro. 4 houses off the backs of the dead men in America that died unjustly. I'm sorry, I can't sugarcoat it. It got to go out. Like, we got to put it in the perspective of how this shit really going.
It's not out of the blue. but it is a misstep because I'm not against people making money. But the thing is, when you're an activist and you look at the history of Black America, when you look at Martin Luther King, you look at Malcolm X, they were famously meager in their approach about things. Martin Luther King famously donated winnings from the Nobel Prize back to the movement. Malcolm X lived in a home that was owned by the Nation of Islam. When he left the Nation of Islam, he lost that house. When Martin Luther King passed away.
On a side note, for those who didn't know, Malcolm X left the Muslims because he became a Moor. But I digress. Let's go.
Black celebrities like Harry Belafonte had to pay for his kids to go to college. So we've always seen activists take an approach of kind of like a preacher would take a vow of poverty, a pope or whatever, a Catholic priest. So it's always going to look bad because when you represent the people, you don't want to live high off the hog with that money. People want change with that money. They don't necessarily want lavish buildings. They want the money to go to some programs. So it looks very, very bad. It gives opponents a reason to challenge the Black Lives Matter movement and throw shade at it. So I think that these people need to really reassess.
Yes, as a Black man, I am going to challenge the Black Lives Matter, and I am going to throw shade at it. Much respect to this Black man speaking, but I cannot let him speak for the ignorance. I ain't going to call him ignorant. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say willful ignorance of somebody who doesn't really understand what they speaking on, but they speaking. Can't let that ride, but much respect to you, my brother.
That's what they do with that money and try to put some of it back in the community or more back into the community.
Text Christopher, what's your opinion?
So he's kind of justifying the fact that they stole money.
You know, what you've seen was matter in this $6 million mansion, more than 5,000 rooms, studio, and it just goes on and on and on.
Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe unto them that call evil good." I previously spoke on this topic before on your show.
Shout out to this white man on the low for calling out the Black man for justifying his bullshit. Like, you can't sit there and make excuses for motherfuckers when they do fucked up shit, even if they your people. This white man shouldn't be calling out and putting BLM, 3 Black women who started it, on a in a hot seat. It should be the Black men of the community putting them in the hot seat. But they want to cape, and which I respected. You stand behind your people, but at the end of the day, when your people is fucking over your people, shit ain't right. If they would have stole money from the white community, ride with them. Nigga, lied to the wheels fall off. I know that shit ain't politically correct, but this ain't what this station with Slumworld TV is about. We don't keep it politically correct. We say what the fuck is real. We say the facts, and we speak on shit directly. We don't hide. We don't sugarcoat nothing. If they would have stole money from the white community, boy, I'm with you. I'm with you. Do your motherfucking shit. But the fact you stole from Black people in America, not only are you fucking a part of the problem, when Black people are the lowest form of fucking people that has, not lowest form of people, but we the lowest income provisionary people in society. Like, we bring in the least amount of money, but you took from us in the mat and off of an emotion because we emotionally felt like the injustice going on in America was a problem. And they took that and they gained off of it for their financial gain. Nothing went back to the community. Nothing went to the families. Nothing. Crazy.
And made it very crystal clear that this organization came out and said, look, we're an evil organization. We're calling on spirits. We're promoting destruction. Destruction leads to murder. The evil being done within an evil organization, none of us are surprised because nothing good.
Y'all probably listening at this white man and like, why is he calling it evil? Why is he calling it evil? Because it is, bro. They didn't steal from the white community, bro. They stole from the minority, underpaid, undercut, hardest people to achieve accomplishments in America. They stole from us. They stole from our people. Why is this white man putting it out there, the truth out there, more than us? Niggas should be mad at this shit, but I've been saying Black Lives Matter was not for the community of the black community. It was only for the LGBTQIA plus community and for feminist rights. And then you got black men on here defending something that doesn't even defend them, that made money off the backs of dead black men that died unjustly in America. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to keep repeating that because y'all got to understand what the fuck just happened.
Good comes from evil, but woe unto those. And so much so that the same people that embrace this whole Black Lives Matter and they went out there a year ago this week. They were in our country. They were burning things down, and they are doing it all in the name of protest. Well, now we turn on the 5, 6, 9, and 10 o'clock news, and it's the same that embrace this Black Lives Matter.
And for y'all that sit there and say Black Lives Matter was not a part of the destruction of the chaos and the vandalism of businesses and just burning up everything when they was rioting. See, for y'all uneducated, illiterate, I ain't gonna say illiterate, but uneducated people that don't know nothing, who just literally just watch the news and don't know shit. Okay, listen. You have to understand who the name George Soros. I'm gonna say it 3 times so y'all can get it. George Soros. One more time. Look up George Soros. George Soros is a man. He's one of the wealthiest men in the world. But this man only gets paid for when George Floyd situations happen, when riots happen. He knows how to make it public, make it bigger, make it a movement. You get what I'm saying? This is political, y'all. This is not justice. Y'all just being like all these people right here, they don't even know what the fuck they fighting for. George Soros works with the United States of America, with government, to make movements happen. So the people that was vandalizing and doing all the extra shit for, again, look up Antifa. I'm gonna say it 2 more times so y'all can get it. Look up Antifa. Antifa are people, mostly white, that half of George Soros. These are characters. When y'all protesting, it's supposed to be peaceful, and then a motherfucker and shit just start turning violent. Niggas start breaking shit and all type of shit. Yes, that's Antifa. And as much as I'm against Black Lives Matter, I swear to God, when we was watching them videos, it was not one black person that was vandalizing a motherfucking thing. It ain't one of these people that was vandalizing a motherfucking thing. Nobody that looked like this on this side vandalizing shit. Everybody that was vandalizing shit was these kind of people. You get what I'm saying? But those people brought in to make chaos by George Soros to make the movement bigger, to put money in Black Lives Matter pockets. If you Google what the recipients of Black Lives Matter, first of all, Black Lives Matter movement is not the same as the Black Lives Matter Foundation. So if you look up the Black Lives Matter movement, the recipients of those incomes are all politicians. I'm going to say that again. For you uneducated people that don't know anything and doesn't look this shit up, I could pull it up for you, but that'll take away from the time of this video. If you want a part 2, I'll do a part 2 to this. with the specifics and the facts. Leave that in the comment if y'all that's what y'all want. But yes, Black Lives Matter work with George Soros. Black Lives Matter movement gets paid off Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter Foundation, which is being exposed for spending this extra ass money and not giving nothing back to the community. See, that is the motherfucker. See, the actual founders of this shit, they on the chopping block for it. But the motherfucking recipients of the funds, most of the funds, the government, bro, they don't look. You can look it up, nigga. Joe Biden is a recipient. Motherfucking Kamala Harris is a recipient. It's fucking Obama is a recipient. A lot of the politicians in America are recipients of the Black Lives Matter movement. But again, the Black Lives Matter movement and the Black Lives Matter Foundation is two totally different things. It's two totally different things. Google it. Look it up. It's not even the same fucking organization, y'all. But I digress. Let's go. Let's get back to the video.
Ideology is out here shooting and robbing and killing people. So this evil organization was used to destroy our organization. And I'm not surprised that they spent the money on $6 million for a house when it should have went to, if you want to be a community and to help. George Floyd's family didn't get anything. Breonna Taylor's people didn't get anything. So they used and they exploited these individuals, get what they wanted. It was to destroy and murder our country and get what they want.
I don't think that
he being over exaggerative, but he's not lying. He ODing on the truth, but he said he's telling the truth. It wasn't about murdering anybody, because nobody got murdered that I know of, not my knowledge. And I'm not so much per se worried about others, you know, this skin tone. I'm worried about these skin tones. So he's telling the truth, but he fabricating it a little bit. Nigga with Antifa in the protest of all the black people that felt this shit was wrong. They had celebrities and everything protesting. Tory Lanez, Lil Baby made a video. Fucking J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Nick Cannon. It was so many fucking celebrities just out there with the regular people. You feel me? They knew this shit was about to be motherfucking profitable, if I could use that word. They knew it was. But he fabricating a little bit, making it
let me jump
right
in.
now.
I don't think that the organization is evil. I think evil exists in everybody, in every organization. We can look at the Republican Party and look at the violence that was.
Listen to this black man validate the fuck shit that black people did to black people. It is definitely evil, in my opinion, that you chose to steal money, and you wonder how this white man, let me show y'all.
And murder our country and get.
Just imagine how this white man feel when this black man sits there. Mind you, this white man is fighting for the fact that black people have been lied to, stole from, and we struggling. Imagine how this white man look at this black man and any other black man that defends his bullshit when he defending the fact that y'all ain't steal no money from us. Y'all stole money from niggas that look like y'all. So he probably looking like what?
I don't think that
He probably looking like, why the fuck am I even speaking up and fighting for an issue and feel a certain way about an issue that these niggas don't even care about? They justifying the shit. But I'm gonna let this man talk. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna let this nigga do his shit.
let me jump in. I don't think that the organization is evil. I think evil exists in everybody, in every organization. We can look at the Republican Party and look at the violence that was unleashed on this country in the name of overthrowing an election on January 6th. We can look at some churches, and I'm a proud Christian. There's a lot of evil.
I was about to invoke the televangelist, one who is in Houston as well, who famously, allegedly kept his doors closed when Houston was drowning. All right, so there's a lot to be said. I mean, if we're gonna talk about appropriation of funds, and if we're gonna talk about being good stewards of money, then we need to look at organizations, activist organizations, and some of our churches who hide behind the 501c3s for their ill-gotten gains. I'm old enough to remember the air-conditioned doghouse that.
Bro, all these niggas is trying to sit there and justify the fact that these black women who literally do not fight for these black men's fucking rights or purposes in life. These black men are literally capping for, you know what I'm saying, the Black Lives Matter movement, and they are literally the entire United States of America, how unintelligent and ignorant they are. It doesn't matter how a motherfucker act like they know shit. Boy, when you open your mouth, it always will show that you don't know a motherfucking thing. I can't stand a nigga that make excuses for fuck shit. And that's what these niggas is doing right now, man.
Tammy, that the Bakers had. I'm old enough to remember the PTL when they were bringing money in, and they were, you know, the Praise the Lord organization. Absolutely. And the Swaggers. Absolutely. And all of this. So the wholesale.
White boy is even on some shit like, yeah, everybody was wrong. Motherfuckers do fucked up shit. You're absolutely right, sir. But are you going to justify what's going on right now with past shit? You can't justify it. He's not the white boy is not speaking for his community. He's speaking for the black community. And you got black men arguing with him. This is the ignorance of the United States of America, of black men who literally think that they know shit. But I don't care how educated, college educated you think you is. You can have a master's and a fucking degree and whatever the fuck you think you do. But if you hold your pride to that degree and to acting like you're just an upstanding citizen, you's a fuck nigga. Because you're going to fall victim to the system every time. Because why? Why would you fall victim to the system, do they say? Buns, why do they fall victim to the system? Because you chose to buy into it. You chose to buy into a system that doesn't defend you at all. Black Lives Matter is not good. These women stole all this money. They're not going to be prosecuted. If they do get prosecuted, I guarantee you it's because the white community, the government, feels some type of way that they finesse the fuck out the black community. But I guarantee you they not, because white people got paid off. The government got paid off of it too. The black community ain't get shit. We ain't get a slide for the kids. We ain't get a little park. We ain't get a fucking a center for the kids to after school center where they could go and be productive with themselves and learn different skills and shit. We didn't get a motherfucking thing. But these people got 4 houses and they started businesses and employed their own family. This was all for their own personal gain. And the problem I have with it is the fact that BLM made money off the backs of dead black men, but yet they push the agenda for the LGBTQIA community on top of the fact that they push the fucking agenda for feminist rights that literally shits on the same black men that they made millions off of. And if I'm wrong, boy, something the fuck wrong with y'all. Boy, I ain't stupid. I ain't no ignorant nigga. Listen, I might look like this. Yeah, I might. Boy, I'm an intelligent motherfucker, boy. Stop playing with me. I know bullshit when I see it. But I digress. Let's go. Let's get back to it.
Accounting for anybody that gets public funds, and there needs to be an accounting for what's going on. Even the televangelist right now.
Amen.
You know, some of these televangelists will say, well, we're not going to take a salary, but they're publishing books that their congregation is required to buy as part of their worship. They're owning companies and they're using that to funnel money back into their churches. So there needs to be a collective focus on where this money is going whenever you're dealing with 501c3s and nonprofit organizations. Now to the issue of the day and what Todd had spoke of earlier. This is definitely a misstep. It is not uncommon for people who run nonprofits to buy homes and to buy lavish properties that they can use for fundraising, that they can use for other charitable focus to get money back into their organizations, which goes and helps the cause at large. But because there is a history of this, because there is a history of purchasing $1 million homes, because there is a history and there are questions before about financial mismanagement, that's what makes.
So he just validated my statement when I said they bought prior homes before. There's questions of their expenses. Indubitably. Undoubtedly, there's questions for their spending expenses or their living expenses because they buying houses and shit. But keep going, King. Let's hear you talk.
Makes this a distraction. But I'm not going to go so far as to say the organization is evil and that anybody who donated or
let me let him finish.
Accepted money is evil in their stead, because there are a lot of other people who claim to be doing the Lord's work that are.
He said enough. So you're not going to proclaim that the organization is evil because it's Black Lives Matter, which in America, Black means you're the lowest form of society. I know y'all heard me say this a few times, but y'all don't fucking get it. When you claim to be Black, when you dive into Black Lives Matter and you believe in that, you subject yourself to what the fuck just happened, to the money being stolen from you because you say you're Black. You're ignorant. You don't know where the fuck you come from, so you dive and just support anything behind the name Black. These people know how to use your emotions against you for financial gain. Do you understand that, people? Do you understand that? Your emotional standards are pushing the United States economy. That's why when it comes to politics, they put motherfucking, the politicians don't fucking tell you what the fuck they got planned for you and your community. They use narratives to push and pull on your emotional strings, guys. Please do not be ignorant to these facts. But this man right here just justified the bullshit with what he said. Bro, they are evil. They didn't steal from, like, even Robin Hood stole from the rich and gave to the poor. These people stole from the poor to get rich. Bro, that's evil. Fuck is you talking about, ignorant ass Black man?
Practicing these same practices and people are quiet and not really holding them to account.
Now,
So
all organizations, nonprofit organizations, have a fiduciary responsibility to take care of that money once they get it from the public. Do you think this will be damaging and hurt any other potential fundraising efforts of Black Lives Matter?
To answer that question, it better. You motherfuckers better not donate another fucking dollar to the motherfucking Black Lives Matter. Shout out to this Black man right here. I don't know who he is, but shout out to you for asking the most valid question that any of these Black men spoke of. These Black men right here ain't say shit, but we gonna finish and let you talk just to see if you, let's see what you want. Cause these niggas, the only person side I'm riding with right now is this white man. Yeah, the white man. I'm riding with him. Cause these niggas is ignorant. We got to see what he got going on, but these two, they ignorant as fuck. You feel me?
Right, and there's also an organization whose name escapes me now, where you can go and actually check Navigator. That's what it is, and actually check where this money is going. Because for every dollar donated, there needs to be somewhere between 70 to 80 cents that goes to the actual charity's mission.
That's a fact. I 100% concur and believe in what he said. He right. Between 70 out of every dollar, between 70 to 80 cents needs to go to the actual organization. Black Lives Matter ain't give us shit. They ain't do shit for the community. Fuck grown people. We already set in our ways. What about the kids though? Did you put organizations and situations set up for the children of our community? No, these motherfuckers thought about themselves and their family because that's all they hired for their jobs. These houses is just for them and their families. This is not for the community. It ain't like they bought a fucking $6 million mansion to put homeless black people in them. No. What the fuck is these black men talking about?
And Navigator, Charity Navigator is what it's called. You can go online, charitynavigator.org, and you can check this organization to see where they rank. And if they have a 4-star or a 5-star rating, anything below a 3, that should give anyone pause about whether they want to donate to it. So if you're going to donate money to an organization, whether it's a church, whether
I ain't gonna lie, Cuz sounded a little zesty, so he might definitely be on the motherfucking BLM side. This nigga right here, but if he married your wife, his wife need to check on him. But he sounds zesty. He got that little lisp thing, the little zesty dudes be doing. You feel me?
Whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's the Red Cross, you need to check with that website, with that nonprofit independent website to verify whether this is an actual organization that is using your funds for good. Now, having said all of...
So the zesty dude just said what I just told y'all less than 10 minutes ago. He said, look up Black Lives Matter movement versus Black Lives Matter Foundation and just see how much of that money went to the black community. See, he a zesty nigga. I could tell. I ain't got the, what, fuck the beard, fuck the little, he's zesty as fuck. But what I will say is, we could definitely tap in and check into that. And we gonna see that the black community ain't get a motherfucking thing. We ain't get shit, gang. We ain't get nothing, fool. I don't expect shit. But what about the kids? Did they invest that money in public schools for impoverished children that have to go to public schools? Did they invest that money into the public schools to motherfucking help them get better education? No. See, because anybody that do any type of real community work, they understand if you want to change shit, you ain't going to change grown people. You only going to change the children. So you have to start with the kids. If Black Lives Matter made all this money and they didn't do shit for the kids of the black community, they don't give a fuck about the black community. And if you ask me, if you take millions of dollars from the black community and don't do shit for the kids, at least, boy, you evil. You don't give a fuck and you not for the people. I'm sorry, I got to say it. Fuck it. Cancel me. I'ma still drop these videos. I'ma still talk my shit. Nigga, cancel culture ain't shit. But the people that really like the truth, they gonna fuck with it. You feel me? They gonna fuck with me continuously.
This about Black Lives Matter. A lot of us got caught up in the George Floyd murder and what happened with him. And we wanted to stop this. We wanted police to be held to account. We wanted local governments to be held to account. So people open.
But what you did was be stupid as fuck and put the money back into their pockets. You're an ignorant guy. Fuck what you want to do. We're going to talk about what the fuck you did. That's called holding you accountable. You can't justify what you did with the excuse of what you wanted to do when what you did didn't benefit the same people that the whole purpose was to benefit. Let me say that again. You can't justify when you profit off the backs of black people, but don't get no money back to the black community. You can't justify that shit, gang. I'm sorry. Boy, you not my people right now, bro. You not. Zesty man. You not my people, zesty man.
In their wallets and donated. And it's really unfortunate that that cause is now at the forefront of something.
It's really unfortunate that our people chose to be in this situation. This nigga ain't get a fucking dime. I don't know. I don't know who he is or what the fuck, how close he is to them people. But nigga, you ain't get shit. Why is you defending the bullshit?
That looks nefarious by all accounts.
Now, our conversation.
It doesn't look nefarious. It doesn't look nefarious, sir. It's definitely nefarious. It's an evil agenda. It was a purpose why the black community didn't gain anything. But you denigrate the actual purpose, is subjugated to the lowest form of what it really is. And the fact is, it was evil, sir. Poor people got took it out of their money thinking that they was benefiting the cause that's going to protect them and their kids. But it didn't. It didn't do a fucking thing. Black Lives Matter made all that motherfucking money, but ain't not one law get changed. But guess what? When it comes to the feminist movement, when it comes to the gay agenda, all type of laws get motherfucking moved around and pushed around. But when you talk about defending black men dying for no reason, they made millions and ain't nothing happened. You can kiss the tip of my motherfucking if you think that shit rock with me. No.
It heats up after the break with texts doubling down, essentially saying this is what Black Lives Matter deserves.
You are reaping what you have sown. So if you don't like people shooting people and murdering and robbing people, because this is what the big agenda was of Black Lives Matter is lawlessness. That means go out there.
Would you agree with that, Dave?
No, I would not agree with that at all. There was no one at Black.
See, this white man says some real shit, and then you got three black men that start interrupting him, sounding like black feminists. These niggas literally got jumped. Soon as he said some real shit, it took their emotional side, and them niggas literally just got emotional and said a whole bunch of bullshit. Let's go back so y'all can hear what the fuck this was said. The white man said some gang shit. He said some real fucking shit just now. You feel me?
Is now at the forefront of something that looks nefarious by all accounts.
Now, our conversation heats up after the break with texts doubling down, essentially saying this is what Black Lives Matter deserves.
You are reaping what you have sown. So if you don't like people shooting people and murdering and robbing people, because this is what the big agenda was of Black Lives Matter is lawlessness. That means go out there.
Would you agree with that, Dave?
No, I would not agree with that at all. There was no one at Black Lives Matter went out there and endorsed the destruction of property and the murder of police.
I totally disagree with
that.
you.
You don't have to endorse it, but you profited off of it, you ass nigga. You was a ass nigga, bro. You don't have to endorse it. The media can endorse it. You just got to make the profits off of it. You fucking ignorant nigga, you. I hate you coon ass ignorant niggas, bro.
That is a misnomer. That is completely false.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We are talking Black Lives Matter tonight. And the secret is alleged secret purchase of a $6 million mansion in Southern California. This poses a question: is
He said alleged to be politically correct, but it's not alleged. It's a fact. You see, they purchased in the beginning of this video a $5.8 million mansion. If you seen the thumbnail, you see they got 4 fucking houses. One 5.8 million, one 5.8 million, one point something million, one 500,000, one 100,000. They bought 4 fucking houses off Black Lives Matter fundraising money. Again, look up Black Lives Matter movement, which benefited financially the government, and look up the Black Lives Matter Foundation, which benefited these black women who bought these houses. Google this shit, y'all. Before you get in these comments talking shit, Google what the fuck information I'm putting out there, and then you see. Then come and speak to me about it.
BLM, as we know it, done? Is this organization done after this? Does this mansion hurt their fundraising efforts and their reputation?
I think it will, because we talked about the church and televangelists. A lot of people won't go to church and won't tithe their money because they think that the preacher is going to steal their money. And I'm hesitant not about the church, but I'm hesitant about who I give my money to, no matter what the organization is. So people have to realize people are really, they hold on to their money and they want their money to go to where they want it to go to. Like that.
You can tell this is a heterosexual male, and he's literally on the fence. He doesn't know. He just wants to motherfucking balance it out and figure out the scales. He don't really know though. He's unsure.
A lot of people wanted this to go to police accountability. We could have used that money to maybe send some black students to college and criminal justice. We need more black people from the neighborhood to patrol those neighborhoods because they understand the people. But Tex brought up the evil. It exists in everybody. The Bible.
We ain't talking about the evil of everybody, bitch. We talking about the fact that the black community is the lowest form, the most impoverished, the motherfucking most beneficial to society. Like, black women have a $3-point-something billion spending limit. Black men the government make hella money off the black men and motherfucking child support. Nigga, the black community is the motherfucking, literally could be technically the motherfucking economy standard. We control the spending. If black people don't buy with you, you done. You're done. Every company know if black people don't buy with you, you're done. You feel me? But you, as an intellectual, smart black man, will literally dumb your intelligence down to be politically correct. We have the spending power, sir. Why the fuck are we not utilizing that? That's power, my boy. And yes, the BLM, they fucked up. Because you're not finna get nothing from the black community. Hopefully after this, once people see that these people is a liar, stop letting these motherfuckers sit there and cater to your emotions. And let these motherfuckers see you for who the fuck you is, and stand up for what you believe in, not just for you in the community. You need to be thinking about you and your household. What benefits, what laws, and what fucking actions benefits your household and the immediate people around you, your community, not just the black community, but your community.
Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. When you get that money, you can have the purest heart, but let you come up on $10 million. We'll see how honest and non-evil you really are. And it applies to the Black Lives Matter. It applies to the churches. It applies to the Democrats. It applies to the Republicans, young and old. The love of money is the root of all evil. And we found out what that love of money can do, even with Black Lives Matter.
Let's listen to what he just said real quick.
But Tex brought up the evil. It exists in everybody. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. When you get that money, you can have the purest heart, but let you come up on $10 million. We'll see how honest and non.
So this nigga justifying the fact that they came up on $10 million and they could just do fuck ass shit, steal $10 million from the black community, and he think that that shit is okay. He's literally justifying that shit is okay. Boy, you's an ignorant, grown ass, overgrown ass, elderly, ignorant nigga.
Evil you really are. And it applies to the Black Lives Matter. It applies to the churches. It applies to the Democrats. It applies to the Republicans, young and old. The love of money is the root of it. And we found out what that love of money can do, even with Black Lives Matter. And we need to check them, because our credibility is on the line, just like the church. The church's credibility is on the line because a lot of pastors don't do what they do. And we don't want anybody else to fall in that trap, because we want the message to remain pure. But in order for that to be that way, the messenger has to remain pure. And these messengers are not pure anymore because of the love of money.
And Texas is red meat for conservatives they've been looking for something on Black Lives Matter.
Well, the truth is going to come out eventually, like I've shared with you on this topic before. So we already knew the end, because nothing good comes from evil. You guys have already talked about where there's smoke, there's...
Listen to white boy popping this shit with his motherfucking Bugs Bunny rabbit ass teeth. Pop your shit, white boy.
That way, the messenger has to remain pure. And these messengers are not pure anymore because of the love of money.
And Texas is red meat for conservatives they've been looking for something on Black Lives Matter.
Well, the truth is going to come out eventually, like I've shared with you on this topic before. So we already knew the end, because...
Like I shared with you on this topic before. Goofy ass white man. But the nigga is saying real fucking shit. Sorry. He's the only one that got a logical standpoint on everything.
Nothing good comes from evil. You guys have already talked about where there's smoke, there's fire. All right? And the viewers are smart.
Where there's smoke, they stole money, bitch, they ain't good. Hello.
They're watching this.
If a motherfucker lie to you, you know he'll steal. If a motherfucker steal from you, you know kill. Nigga, this white man talking some shit, man.
When you see an organization that promotes destruction, and then you sit there and you sow financial seed, well, then guess what? The viewers that sowed seed into Black Lives Matter, you are reaping what you have sown. So if you don't like people shooting people and murdering and robbing people, because this is what the big agenda was of Black Lives Matter, is lawlessness. That means go out there.
Would you agree with that, Dave?
No, I would not agree with that at all. There was no one at Black Lives Matter went out there and endorsed the destruction of property and the murder.
I wouldn't say that I feel like the white man got that wrong, because he's not in the community. He don't know. It doesn't endorse lawlessness. The lawlessness actions of the rioters came from George Soros, but the actual black people that was protesting thought that they was protesting for the right motherfucking cause. But at the end of the day, no. What they protested for was the fundraising of this BLM movement for these people to sit there and profit off the motherfucking ill lifestyle of the black community. George Floyd pushed the Black Lives Movement to another plateau. George Floyd died over fucking selling cigarettes. Lucy's. If anybody that's from up north, which I live in South Carolina, but I'm originally from Connecticut, a pack of cigarettes is $10. So if you go to the store and you buy a pack of cigarettes, you chilling with your people, niggas gonna ask you for motherfucking Lucy's, because they ain't paying no $10 for a pack. So this nigga went and bought a fucking pack of cigarettes and was selling Lucy's out the store. And they killed him for it. BLM profited way more money than that man got killed trying to make.
I totally disagree with
that
you.
is a misnomer. That is completely false. He cannot cite one single person who did that.
The zesty nigga. This zesty ass nigga right here, y'all. Where's his fucking family and his mama? Sitting here denigrating black people and putting us the fuck down and making us look bad. This zesty ass nigga right here is making us look bad. Shout out to Isaiah, boy. You a real nigga, bro. I fuck with Isaiah. Y'all go follow, subscribe, like this nigga channel. Isaiah, I appreciate the motherfucking content you provided to the community right now. We appreciate this shit, bro. This nigga, he unsure. He's a heterosexual black man that don't know what the fuck he talking about. He just with whatever for the black community. Salute to you, King. But this zesty ass nigga right here, boy, if you don't get your little dick sucking ass up out of here, you little zesty boy.
People in Black Lives Matter, and here's the thing, there is video that any Google search will turn up where people were dressed up as Black Lives Matter activists going around just doing destruction and doing damage. I think, Isaiah, you tweeted it and you posted.
How the fuck do you dress up as a Black Lives Matter motherfucker? Because clearly everybody that's a Black Lives Matter supporter was dressed in regular clothes. What the fuck do you mean they're dressed like a Black Lives Matter supporter? What is the Black Lives Matter?
On some of your social media.
What's the Black Lives Matter attire? If Black Lives Matter had an attire, I think as a black man I probably would have known. But I don't think we got an attire to say that they're dressed as Black Lives Matter supporters, because the Antifa people was dressed in all black. They had their face covers. You couldn't barely tell whether they was white or black. But I just want to listen to what he said one more time.
Person who did that. People in Black Lives Matter, and here's the thing, there is video that any Google search will turn up where people were dressed up as Black Lives Matter.
Video, sir. So is this the video where Black Lives people are just dressed regular? This the video? He got a Jamaican shirt on. He got a blue shirt on. She got on black. She got on black. She got on black. Like, what was the attire? Like, do anybody know? Anybody was out there marching, protesting. If you saw this and you was out there, what is the attire for Black Lives Matter? I never even knew they had an attire. So what the fuck do he mean by saying they was dressed like Black Lives Matter? Because it was dressed in all black, face coverings, no hair showing, no skin showing. Can't really tell what skin color they was. What is this ignorant, zesty nigga talking about right now?
Matter activists going around just doing destruction and doing damage. I think, Isaiah, you tweeted it and you posted it on some of your social media channels at the height of this. And you had Black Lives Matter out here, Black Lives Matter activists telling people, do not do this, telling people this is not what you're supposed to do. We didn't ask you to do this. We're asking you not to do this. So to conflate protesters and rioters and then say it's all one big jumble and this is what they're reaping and sowing, that to me.
How? And he said, don't conflate protesters and rioters. Protesters are ignorant black people that's fighting for a cause that don't know that the bigger agenda is at hand. So the protesters are nothing but implicated individuals paid by George Soros to push an agenda. Sir, you zesty, ignorant, not know what the fuck you talking about as man. Rioters didn't know what the fuck they was going out there to do. They just thought they was out there to motherfucking protest on the fact that George Floyd got killed wrongfully. And it just so happened that the other people that was protesting with him was just different, and they wanted to fight for some shit. That's how the average protester looked at the shit. These niggas throwing bottles. These niggas is doing extra shit. They breaking shit. They want to riot. Who the fuck knew that they was fucking hired by George Soros to cause this? Because if y'all, anybody that remember when all this was going on, what was black people saying? Shit, black people ain't the ones that's doing the motherfucking vandalism. Black people just protested. But this shit bigger than your ignorant ass and your fucking, this shit bigger than your rockhead ass. As big as your head is, sir, you would think you motherfucking knew some shit. Bitch, you about as stupid as a motherfucking dumbass nigga on a hot sunny day.
Me is a bridge too far.
Now, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter blasted the New York Magazine and New York Post report, saying on Instagram the property was purchased to be a safe place for black people in the community. The reason it wasn't announced prior is not nefarious, as the headline infers. The property needed repairs and renovations. I have never misappropriated funds, and it pains me that so many people have accepted that narrative without the presence of tangible truth or facts. Whoop. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. A controversial purchase from Black Lives Matter, a $6 million mansion using donor funds, has sparked a heated conversation with my guests. Is it over for Black Lives Matter? Should they still continue? While they will agree the buy was...
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. That's the end of this video right here, man. I just had to put that up there because I was talking on, you know what I'm saying, Black Lives Matter shit yesterday on my last video. I was speaking on this shit, so I had to come with a video so y'all could really see what the fuck going on, boy. But these niggas is playing, boy. Stay up, gang. Shout out to all the black community, all the black people, all the homosexual black people, all the motherfucking trans black people. Everybody, bro. If you indiscriminate, indecisive, whatever the fuck you is, man. If you black, man, shout out to y'all, man. But y'all gotta wake up, man. We got the motherfucking see what's going on for what's going on. Hello. Wake up, guys. I'll be back with another video, man. My next video gonna be an educational one, so I could teach y'all people about where you come from and how the fuck you know what I'm saying, deal with shit as a fucking individual in America, and how you need to know what you stand for as a person and what you know what I'm saying, as a people in America, the black community. Next video is gonna be educational, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube at Slum Worldwide. Follow me on Instagram at Slum Gang P4K and Slum Worldwide. Well, Slum World P4K. You feel me? Play for keeps. That's what P4K stand for. Play for keeps. You feel me? Shout out to y'all, man. Thank y'all, everybody, for tuning in, watching this video. The whole motherfucking hour of this shit, man. Salute to y'all, man. Love y'all. Gang shit, man. No lame shit, man. You know how we coming, man. 100. I be.
Pass the rock this ice,